We're changing the fuel filter today on this GMC Sierra with a 3.0 liter Duramax Diesel engine in it. And we're going to do that fuel filter change all in accordance with the GM maintenance manual and maintenance procedure. Now this video is going to be the fastest comprehensive video on YouTube. So to get started, you're going to need a few tools. The first is a 36mm socket to pull that filter housing off the filter. You'll need a ratchet. You'll also need to procure a fuel filter. I recommend going with the AC Delco or GM branded fuel filter, but there's many other choices available. I've also got a fuel catch pan. It's actually an oil catch pan, but I'm going to have that because inevitably there will be fuel that spills out of the fuel filter housing, and you don't want to get it all over yourself or the garage floor. That's also why I'm wearing these rubber gloves to protect my hands and to keep them from getting filthy during the process. Now without further ado, let's get going. The fuel filter is located just behind the driver's seat inside this frame rail. It's pretty easy to locate. You'll see it once you get under the truck. Now when you're removing the filter housing, all you'll need to do is put the socket we talked about onto it and twist counterclockwise. And be careful here because fuel will start to come out. If you want less of a mess, once fuel starts to come out, just stop there and let it drain for a while. That will keep you from spilling like I have here. Okay, we've got the fuel filter housing off, and all you have to do to separate the filter is pull a little bit. It has this rubber seal that is oriented this way, so don't forget that. Don't try to put it in backwards. It also has another rubber seal right here. You can immediately tell a huge difference when you pull these off. This is the new filter, this is the old. There's quite a bit of difference in the color on it. The new filter should also come with two new O-rings here. The little one goes back inside the housing. There is a little tube that it'll go around, and this large one will go around the outside of the filter housing. Also make note of where it's at because you'll need to remove it. You'll need to pull this one off and put the new one on, and there's a lot of threadings here. It needs to be on that top threading. We're replacing the small O-ring I spoke of a few minutes ago, and it's going on this stem, which is part of the water sensing system of the diesel fuel system on this pickup truck. Now when you're putting the fuel filter housing back on after you've got the filter back up in there, you'll want to make sure you're careful because the housing is also made out of plastic, just as that stem was, and you'll want to really hand tighten this. I think you'll start to feel the seal seat itself, and you'll also start to hear it as you get tight enough. The manual and the housing actually has printed on it 20 foot-pounds of torque, so don't over tighten it. I don't want you to break this part. All right, couple things to finish up this job. The first, you need to prime the fuel filter. You need to prime the fuel system, and the way you do that is without hitting the brake, you press and hold the engine start. Now the manual says you do this for 30 seconds and then you let off and do it again for 15 more. Now it's a good time as you do this, it's a good time to get out of the pickup and check under it just to make sure as the truck is priming, it's not also spraying fuel all over the floor. And as we're doing this, we can also reset the fuel filter life.